Alright y'all, so I'm super excited for you guys to use these presets, and it is a little bit confusing to download them, so I'm making this video right now so you guys can successfully download them once you purchase the presets. If you're doing desktop, go ahead and just skip to this minute right here and that'll take you straight to those instructions, but for now let's just start with the mobile ones. Alright y'all, so once you buy your presets through our website, whatever email you put in the little billing information thing, that's going to be the email that your presets are sent to, so make sure you know and actually have access to that email. Go ahead and go to your email and you have a confirmation number, it'll say whatever, here's your purchase. You can view that, but that's not going to be your actual download link. You'll get a second follow-up email. It should come within like a couple minutes, see mine's already there. So go ahead and click on that, and that will bring you back to our website. This is your actual download link, the one that you can only download once. So make sure you know what you're doing before you click that. The weird thing about this is that Android actually has a way to download these on your phone. Apple does not. So you have to actually download a second app. These files are in what we call zip files, which means it's basically one big folder that has everything in it, but in order to get access to everything inside of it, you have to unzip it. So you actually have to download a second app. And there should be plenty of free apps, they all should be free. I'm going to use the first one, Unzip Zip File Opener. Once it's downloaded, you can download these now, and it'll take a second to load. But once it does pull up, this is your download file. Alright, so once you get here, I would go ahead and click More and select whatever program you want to use to unzip these files in. Mine just says Copy to Unzip, so I'm going to press that. In order to unzip these, I just have to press it, and there you go. I have all my preset files, and you should have your how-to. But once you're here, you can go ahead and download Lightroom if you haven't already. Obviously, these are Lightroom presets, so you do need the Lightroom app. It is free, so I wouldn't worry about that. So once you open Lightroom, it'll bring you to this, which pretty much is your home page, menu, or whatever. Now, I recommend making another album, which is your preset files. And I would just name it preset files or something of that sort, so you know that that's where your presets are being held. Now go ahead and go into the album. You're going to add a photo, but instead of adding one from Camera Roll, you're going to add it from Files. You're going to click on my iPhone, and whatever app you unzip them in, mine's called Unzip, so I'm going to go into that and click on this folder, and there's all three of my presets. So I'm going to go ahead and open them right there. Now it'll take a second for them to upload, but once they do upload, they will be in picture format. So you can see that this is obviously Bright, that's Bloom, and this is Beach. So in order to make these into presets that you can use over and over again, go ahead and click the three little dots in the upper right corner and click Create Preset. Now I would go ahead and select all of the little tools right here, and I would also recommend making a user presets. Well, I already have one, but I'll make a new one for this, and I'll just name it Camry Noel Presets. And then I would title it. So this one was Beach, I believe, so I title it KN Beach. And just save it. So there you go, now I have that preset, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other two and add them to that same group. Alright, so now I have all of those presets saved into a little file, which basically means that when I'm editing any photos, like let's say I'm in my Instagram folder and I want to edit this one, which obviously it's already edited, but I'll kind of just show you. How you use it is you would go down to this little scroll bar on the bottom and just swipe through until you find presets and user presets, and then go ahead and click Camry preset, and there is where all three of your presets are. So you can just select them and it edits them however you want. I like the bright one on this one actually. Obviously presets do not work the same on every photo, so there will be things that you have to tweak after that. Most of the time it's really just the lighting, so you can go ahead and bump the lighting down however. And I would also recommend temperature, and the other one that sometimes needs some tweaking is the orange tones. So if I'm like super saturated, just go ahead and unsaturate it like that. And that should be what you need to download your presets and use them. I hope you guys enjoy them. The mobile ones are super nice and convenient because once you get them on there, they're so easy to use. You just upload photos from your camera roll, download them, post them, whatever. But make sure when you guys are posting them, you tag me, hashtag Camry Noel Presets, that way I can see all your photos. I want to see everything you guys create, and I'm super excited for you guys to use them. Alright y'all, so if you guys are downloading the desktop version, it's a little bit more complicated in that you actually have to know the program that you're using and follow the instructions based off that. So obviously the first thing you're going to need to do is wait for your email. There will be two different ones. The first one is just a confirmation number, and the second one is your actual download link. So once you click on that second one, it'll bring you back to the website where you press download now. You only have one download, so make sure you only do it once and know what you're doing with that one. So once you download it, find a way to drag that to your desktop. And once it's on that desktop, go ahead and unzip that. You can do that by double clicking on the file and it will make another folder just like this. I'm going to go ahead and start with Lightroom Classic, which should be the one that most people are using right now. Go ahead and go to Lightroom and Preferences. Now it'll open something kind of like this. You have to go to the preset kind of like tab, I guess, in this little file and press Show All Other Lightroom Presets. So double click on Lightroom and then it'll bring it to this where there's a whole bunch of different kinds or whatever and types of presets. Click on Develop Presets. It'll bring you to this, which is User Presets. You can click on that or whatever. As you can see, I already have a couple different ones in there just because I already had these in my Lightroom. But we're just going to go ahead and copy our ones from earlier and paste them into this file. So you can do this by actually pressing Command C and Command V, or you can just drag them in, pretty much just whatever, and wait until they copy. Now once they copy, obviously they're not in my Lightroom right now, like they're not there. So what I have to do is I have to actually reset my Lightroom, and you can do that by just quitting Classic and starting it up again. So as you can see, I just got the notification that says all custom developed presets were successfully converted to XMP. That basically means that I have an updated version of Lightroom, so the LRMT whatever files were converted into XMP. It doesn't change the presets at all, so don't worry. It just is basically like a software update for your iPhone. But as you can see, I do have my presets here right now. I have like 50 versions of these just because I've been testing them, but they should be in here, and you can just click on them and use them and adjust them to your liking. So that's how you do Lightroom Classic. Now, if you guys are using the desktop, I guess they call it like a desktop mobile app. I don't really know what that means, but this is kind of one that syncs to your phone, which is nice because if you bought the mobile presets, then they'll automatically be here. But yeah, so the way to download them into this is actually a lot simpler. You just go to the presets and the three little dots right there and import presets. Now you just have to find that file, just locate it from your desktop. They will be right there. So you can see that they're titled Beach Desktop, Bloom Desktop, and Bright Desktop. You can change the names to whatever you want. I recommend doing KN Bloom, Beach, and Bright, just like they are right there. That way you don't get confused with any other presets that you have. And once again, just edit to your liking. And so that's pretty much how you do Lightroom CC. Okay, so an older version of Lightroom, I believe this is 2015, should be pretty similar to the other Lightroom in that you go to the Lightroom folder and then Preferences, show Lightroom preset folders, double click on Lightroom, double click on Develop Presets. You can create a different folder here, so let's say I wanted to do KN Presets. It should be in there, and then I can go ahead and add them in once again. Just copy these from that folder into this folder. And once they're there, just reset your Lightroom and you should be good to go. So that's pretty much how you download them onto your desktop. It's actually a lot simpler than the mobile way, so you have that going for you. Just make sure that you know which program you're using, and that way you can follow the correct instructions. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys share these photos with hashtag CamReadingTheWorld Presets. That way I can see them and tag me in all your pictures, and I'm super excited to see what you guys create.